Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. And as you can see, we're on the Jules Peaceful Valley map again. And we're going to go ahead and do some work in this area. And I had a different plan for here, but I like the idea I got, but I think I'm going to go with this one for a different reason. And I may bring it up later, but I might not. There's basically the other idea. It's going to take a lot more little things to do to it. And I don't know if I want to deal with that much, like, stuff. Like, it's not nothing I have to necessarily make unless I just needed to or wanted to add extra. But I don't know if there's enough things to make it look like it should. If, so, but whatever. We're going to make this now. I'm going to make this a road. I might make this road over this way enough that I may, if I can, put a few small buildings over here if I have a small enough building. We'll see. If not, we're just going to have a road and we'll figure out what we're going to do with this little extra space we got. But anyway, this road's going to come from there straight on in as close as I can to here. And we'll have a way to get behind here. This is going to probably go down, I guess, to this level. I would guess. I don't think I want it up in the air. So this is probably going to get knocked down to this level. It'll be a lot of knocking down, but for the purpose I'm using, I'm going to need to knock it down. And I hate to, but I'm going to leave most of the rest of the map out of this middle area, more rounded and whatever. I mean, you technically could leave it and just adjust certain spots, but once you see what I'm going to make, you'll understand what the point is. So basically, I don't know what you would necessarily call this area other than a shopping center that has different buildings that's similar or look the same but are all different as far as what's in those buildings. And so what we're going to do is check the distance and see. Okay, so if I flatten this, I got plenty of room to get between there, so I might even pull it back a hair. We'll see. Alright, so I guess we should go ahead and flatten it. That way when I start laying these things out, it'll make sense. So we're going to hit the, sculpt mode, Control R, as in Richard, put it on replace in the terrain editing, and make sure the opacity and all that stuff is up. And we'll knock this on down. We're going to be careful how far we go. We'll just go over to there. See, some of that's lifting up, so we may have to adjust that. We're just going to knock this down real quick. I'm going to go inspect that other side over there in a second. Bring it right on down to where we need it. And we're going to go a pretty good piece over here. We'll see how far we actually go. Alright, let's jump over here and see what damage, if any, I did over here. Okay, we do have a slope. Interesting. Well, that's okay. I'm glad we have a slope. It looks alright to me. I'm satisfied with that one, but we did encroach up here a little bit, didn't we? Well, that wasn't nice, was it? Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, well, we better fix that or they're going to get upset. Let me look. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. We'll see. We'll bring it back. Control R over here. And just give us back our spot right here. Hopefully that was enough room to make y'all happy. Alright, let me go see. Yeah, that's enough room for y'all, isn't it? And then we'll smooth this off right here with the smooth feature. And they ought to be happy with that. And we'll deal with all that stuff more as we go, because it's obviously not where it needs to be, as you can see. Honestly, I might just drag that back. I think I went way too far there. I'm wondering if I had left this the same as it would have been. Anyway, let's fix this side as well. And we won't go so far when we're dragging that over there. Okay, so now let's just fix it to here and get it down back to where it should be, I guess. And then just slope that. We'll probably have to inspect that over there in a minute, but that should take care of anything we messed up. Yeah. Now y'all got your little drive area back if you want it. And we'll adjust anything over here we messed up later. Okay. Good enough. And I need to come over here where I can get a better view what we're doing. Let's come back a little more. I'm going to put it on this area, Control R as in Richard, and again we're going to bring that down. I'll adjust anything I need to. This road's going to still come down. It's going to be coming along right there, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this all the way to the edge there. Bring this back. We ain't going to go too far over though. We don't want to get up there and mess with any of that stuff, but we are going to knock that down. Bring that just a little further over, and we're going to smooth it out real nice with the slope feature. For now we'll slope this as well till we get ready to figure out what else, but we may have to adjust it because of the road width, so we'll worry about that later. Alright, I don't think I messed up anything too bad. I don't think I came too close. We should be alright right here. But let me go have a look over here. Okay, so we got a decent road width, and obviously I didn't go all the way down yet, so we're good there. And we may move this some. Okay, so we got to bring this down, so we're going to do that. It's already highlighted, and we'll bring it down and back some more, because I think that's plenty of room to get between there. Alright, I hope. Should be. And I want to look on this side, see how close I am to this fence. Okay, so that's enough room. Okay, this is a little crooked looking, so let's try to organize that. Let's get this here and measure. So we got that on that corner, and you can see it's crooked. So we're going to turn the building after we turn this off a little bit more and measure it again using the square one side and then check the other, and that's pretty straight. Now we're going to call that good, and now what we're going to do is duplicate. Control D, duplicate. D is in dog, and we can drag this over, straight over, and we're going to situate this building and try to get it up against there good. And I'm not sure if I should space any or not. I was thinking no, because that was my plan, to make it look like we're all together. So I don't know how it's going to do if I leave this within that. I would have to test it in game, which I'm not going to do right now. Like if I was to fix that where that did that, and then see kind of what that ended up looking like in game, if it made any kind of problem or not. So that's what I'm thinking on that part. But basically, you know, the stores, there's certain places that all the places look pretty much the same except the signs and stuff. And like this could be the ice cream store, and this could be the bookstore. You know what I'm saying? And then you go on and on and on, so to speak. So what I was thinking, I'm trying to decide, am I going to do another one here? Because I do want to start coming this way. So what we might do, we could catty corner one of them. Let me see. Maybe, let me back it up and see how that would turn out first. And I can't, like I said, I can't go too far because we've had to do something here. Now we could go a little further because we fixed that, but it would still give us room if we wanted to go a little further. But I think we don't even have to do that. I think we got enough room. We'll just go to wherever it needs to be flat at and get ourselves right on down to where we would be so we can see. So when we do this, we're not having to lift up every building. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Let's check this side. That stuff's okay. That stuff will be alright. Okay, this side's not quite. But that could be that I didn't smooth everything here. So let's just do that and see. And now let's look. Still. So we're going to lift it a little hair. Just so that stuff shows. Well, we can. There we go. Now let's check this one. It's good. That's technically low, but we could move that too in a minute. But before I move any of that, I want to check all this. Does this have, yep, this has a threshold too. Well, we're going to lift it up. We're going to make sure we get the threshold at least showing. We'll get this one as close as we can. I think that'll be a good level. Now, what I'm going to do is real quick go on and grab this one and see. Okay, so I would have to have it forward further. So let me see. Alright, so let's back up a hair, drag over a hair, and see what we got. Okay, so this one, what I should do is delete this one altogether and click back on this one since we've lowered it. And before I do that, I'm going to fix this so that, oh, it did show up. Well, when I lifted that other one, it fixed it. So we're good there. So then I'm going to duplicate this building so that we don't have problems. We're already at the level we need to be. Control D. Then I don't have to move it up and down anymore because we should be all on level ground. And so I can just drag it over and twist it. And then drag it over some more. And then stop and bring it forward a little bit. And then we'll figure out how we want this to look. Okay. We can come up here so we can see better. And just think about what we want to do here. Maybe bring it back a hair. And then somehow bring it till it touches. Or what are we going to do? So. That kind of looks okay. Let me look at it and see. Kind of don't look bad, does it? That top part don't look the best, but it's not that bad. I'm going to kind of leave that, I think. The problem is, actually, I made a mistake. I should have fixed this one back square. So we're going to have to fix this one back square. I'm going to put it on 90 and see if that squares me up. Because everything should square up at 90. Yeah, it is. Okay. That'll be fine. So now I'm going to pull this back a bit, like so. And let's just jump over here and see if that looks right. Yeah, I think it'll look alright. And then we'll grab this one. Now we'll move this one into place so that we can do that little idea that we had. Come on. Bring it up. Now, am I going to be happy with that type of an angle, or am I not? Because the next one's going to go square. I think so. I think I'm happy with it. Let me see. Push this back. Bring it up. Bring it over. And I think we're about... let's go back a little. See how that butts up to that. Right there. And maybe just a hair that way. Maybe just a hair back up. Something like so. I think that's pretty close. Alright, so that should be okay. Just to get the angle. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. And then we're going to duplicate that. And then we can just drag this to this corner. Stop. And then turn it. And then we'll bring it back over and back up. And get it squared up at whatever square is. Let me see what square is going to be. Like this. Like this. I think it should be 0. I'm going to put it on 0. That's square. According to this one. Okay. And we'll bring this over. Alright. And we're going to bring this back a little. Bring it over. Bring it forward. And that is pretty close. We'll see if I have to bring it up anymore. That looks pretty sweet to me. Alright, so that part's done. Now I just got to decide if I got enough time to do one more of these. So let's do Control D. Drag this over. Let me see what we got here. I think I'll have enough room, but we'll see. I might not have exactly enough room. Okay, let me get... Now this is where I gotta decide. Cause see, that's keeping that like that. And we got this crazy little strip here. So that's why I'm thinking we're gonna have to keep it in within the other brick thing. But I'm just wondering if I do that, are we gonna have issues with in-game stuff or not? So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna check it in this episode, but it will have to be checked. Because if we have a problem with this overlap, we'll have to fix it and where it won't overlap, and maybe add some other way of partitioning it or what have you. Is that? It almost looks tilted, but it's fine. Okay. So now, what we can do is find out what this angle is. If we can get the whole group. Okay, so copy that. And then we should be able to do that on this side in a negative, I think. But for now, we gotta click back on this main one. Duplicate, Control D, as in dog. And bring it over. Get it down here. And what we'll do is put this in the Y. Paste. And then put the negative on it. And we see, And that puts us at that same, should put us at that same angle, I think. We'll see. We'll see if my math worked out right. We will see. I think it did. Little tricks. Let's see if my little corner adds up to what I want. Let's get it straight. Move this over. Gotta go back some. Alright. About right there. Move it over a bit more. And we are in business. Look at that. Now, as long as we don't have any problems with that up there, we are good. Alright, so we got these two triangle sliced areas, and then we'll have one here, and then of course if we start turning, we should be able to get two or one, which I may add another building over here. That was the plan, was to have two here and then have some across the back, but then I didn't think about the tilt till later, so we're gonna see. Control, let's see, Control D, and then bring it over, tilt it, bring it over, bring it up, bring it over, and we'll get in close to try to situate. I think I need to do a -90 on this, and that'll straighten us out. Now, all we gotta worry about is our corner. Do this. Bring it up. Get it touching. Bring it over. And we are there. That's good. So now, we've got that. Now if there's enough room, I'm going to do one more on each side, but we'll have to see. I didn't really want to block up this road, but we can move the road over, so let's Control D. As soon as it does it, we can bring it over. Try to be patient, make sure that you've seen it pop up over there, or you're going to jam up your computer. And we're going to try to just bring this back on over here, get up close where we can see this side, and then just kind of stop right when we pass. Well, yeah, something like that. Let me see. That might have to go further. No? Maybe not. Well, like I say, some of it will have to be looked at in game. And that's going to be perfect because we still got room to run our road right through like I was wanting to do. And I was wanting to be able to connect a potential road through here. And or in other areas as well. We'll see. Now we're going to get back down here. Okay. So say this be that. Well, we got to add another one. So let's just do it. Get this whole group. Control D. Bring that over. As soon as it highlights, there it goes. Drag it over. Get on down there. And situate this thing right inside there. Get up close where I can decipher this one. Till it just comes over. Far enough. Right there. Something like that. And we are golden. So now we got all that. Now obviously the back side is warehouse stuff, but we still have our room. We can flatten this up better, and then we can slip around. We can figure out what we want to put up in these little cracks up in here. I hadn't decided nothing like that yet, but now we could also, if we decide to, put up some sort of fencing. We could also put whatever we want on the back of these buildings to make it look any kind of way we really want. So you're not limited in what you're gonna do. There's endless opportunities to do whatever So like if you're worried about what it's going to look like from over here, like that, we can totally do something here if we don't like the look of the backside, you know. Even so, putting um, you could have chose these that would have been on the inside of the building. There's another one of those buildings that has it in a different spot. I think it's that one. I'm gonna show you. And if we had to, we could use it so that this would hide inside the building, and this would be the backside, which actually would have been better. And I may have to change that, but we'll save that for another episode because this would be a better looking backside than that little step up. But it makes sense that it has that for each store on account of it being so they can load their stuff in, right? But you know we don't want to have a problem, but we do got to make sure we can get past here, you know. So that's another thing we got to check on. Make sure we can get through here good. But either way, that's pretty much a situation where we can get a bunch of stores in there, and we can, like I say, do this be the ice cream shop, this be a bookstore, this could be a clothing store, you know, this could be some sort of other kind of restaurant up in this little area, whichever kind, and then pick another one. This honestly, gonna- part of it, not all of it. If you get down in here, what does that look like? Kind of looks like a jail area, like like there's a whole system of, oh man. But anyway, you get the point. Uh, I'll have to think of some more store names. Whatever we want to put, to be honest. Oh, one of them could be a game shop. So ice cream, bookstore, clothing store, restaurant, a gaming shop, and then something else over here, some other kind of like a dollar store maybe, and then got two more stores to choose from on whatever we want. One could be a bicycle shop. I got bicycles that I can put there, and then one could be something else. Like the last one could be a shoe store, you know. So there you go. That's our lineup of some stores. And this will name this shopping center something or another. I don't know what we'll name it. Could say it's a horseshoe. We could call it Horseshoe Shopping Center. That's kind of hard to say. But we'll got to get the road all the way to this road. We'll straighten all that out later. But I just wanted to get the basics of this done. But I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to keep this video going too long. And we're going to take this road on out straighter. We can take away some of their parking lot, so if we have to. So I'm not worried about that. Uh, Actually, we will take away and build their. We might build this up, or we could leave it down. Either way, we're going to put stores or something here. This road's going to keep running this way until it hits to at least here. And so it can be a couple more stores there. We may even run it on to at least here. And then all this section will be store stuff. And anything from here up is store stuff. But then all this is going to be houses in a neighborhood. Most of it. And then from here back, about here back, it's going to be starting farmlands all up this piece, and then all out there past this area, all that, all up in there as far as we can, and then a little bit up here, and then there's going to be farmland all around there, all over there, mixed all up in there, all up in there, all up in this pieces and trees, not just farmland. And then, of course, all up in this part that I already did some, which probably going to change some of that. Uh, and then some more housing will be other places. And I got some other ideas for over here. I just got to find the building I want to do it with. But as you can see, it's coming along. And like I say, I'm probably going to fix these buildings. Actually, the only thing I got to do is turn it around. So if I knew the number, let me think. Let me think. So then that would be the, what would that be, the 44? I could try it. I don't know. I'll copy it and try it and see. And then just click on this building. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll stick it in there and see. Nope. Okay, so let's just start backing off and see. Okay. Let me turn it and just get close to it and see. Oh, wow. So it jumped out the front. Look at there. Wonder if it would have done that on the other side. Let's see. Definitely going to have to do some maneuvering. What I'm probably going to have to do is use that other building. Yeah, because look at there. Then you would have a big old bunch of turning. That's -90, which probably is right. And then it's not quite over far enough. Then you got to do that. You know. And then you'd have to back it up more. Let me see. Then you got to back it out of there up to there, and just make sure you're not poking through. See. But anyway, we'll figure that out later and see. But like I'm gonna show you from the road, it would look better. Probably. I don't know. That don't look terrible. We'll have to see. I might just leave it and just build something to block some of these on this side, but these don't look bad. But we'll see. But I'm not worried about. I'll just undo that for now and put that back where it's supposed to be. Click off of it until it's done. There we go. But anyway, we're gonna call that episode. You get the point. I'm not gonna finish it all on this episode. I'm just getting the basics. I don't want the episode too long. We're going to. I'm trying to get where you can kind of see it. There we go. And we'll click off of that. But anyway, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.